Now, from WBZ Sports, this is Burton Ernie Talk Football with Fauria.
Well, my friends, here we go. Welcome, everyone, to Burton Ernie Talk Football with Fauria, and there's a lot to talk about. I'm Steve Burton. The Patriots are in the Super Bowl. Now, I'm not sure it's even sunk in yet, 2 days after winning the AFC Championship, but after just 4 wins each of the last 2 years, this team is up to 17 wins and counting. There's never been a turnaround like this before. And if you saw this coming, I want you to buy a lottery ticket from me because you guys are a genius. Ernie Adams and Christian Fauria alongside, and you've been in football a long time. A turnaround like this is phenomenal, isn't it?
Well, it is. It's great. And I will just say, we've had big, to the 2000, our first year with the Patriots, we were 5-11, went to 11-5, beat the Rams in Super Bowl 36. And the 1976 team went from 3-11 to 11-3 and had a very controversial call out at the Raiders that probably cost us a championship.
I remember that because I want to take the chair and throw it to the television set when that happened.
But those are two big turnarounds with the Patriots, both with second-year quarterbacks. Steve Grogan and Tom Brady. So it's maybe there is something in the water here.
Yeah, it is pretty remarkable. And whenever you start hearing people use stuff like first time in NFL history or greatest turnaround in NFL history, you've done something well. And it takes a lot of people involved to get this done the right way. I mean, we're talking everybody, right? And and Vrabel talks about this a lot. Everybody from the equipment staff to the training room staff to everybody kind of has to understand the vision and understand what goes into it. And I just think it's been a remarkable ride so far.
Hey, you called it though a couple weeks back. You said 80% chance of them going to the Super Bowl.
Yes.
Now it's 100%.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Now, Sunday night it was 100%, right? I would say like right after Drake Maye had the little bootleg naked right for the first down, that was 100%.
100%.
100%. Yep. You can officially use the word Super Bowl now all you want.
That's it, because all during the season, don't bring it up until it's the next game.
Right. That's the biggest. And now the biggest thing is there's the Super Bowl program is a great program.
Right.
And right up at the top every time it's AFL versus NFL for the NFL championship and the Vince Lombardi Trophy. And the biggest thing the Patriots have to do is get the focus on, forget all the hoopla. We are playing for the NFL championship. That's the only thing that counts. That's the only reason we're going out there. Because there's a lot of crazy.
What about all the shiny stuff all around?
And you just got. This is where we talked about, Secretariat coming down the home street, blinders on. You got to have the blinders on. This is a really big week for Mike Vrabel to get everybody just focused in. 2 weeks from now, nobody's going to care about the party, but you're going to remember the game and the results of the game for the rest of your life. Keep the focus.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely. The one thing, the great thing you get from the Super Bowl, which is obvious, the win and the trophy and the ring and all that other stuff, but no matter where you go, no matter what you do,
right?
You will always be Super Bowl champ Steve Burton, Super Bowl champ Ernie Adams. You're lucky if you can be 2-time Super Bowl champ. So when they introduce you, if you're speaking at an event, it doesn't matter. When you die, he was a 2-time Super Bowl champ. Like, it follows you, and it instantly gives you credibility, and it should, because going through that, achieving that is so hard to do.
Yep. No question. And the biggest thing is, it's like, the plays against the Panthers, you can see them. You can see it, like it's right here in front of you. You remember those plays.
They stick with you forever.
Forever.
Interesting. Yeah. You brought up, and I do want to go back to this Denver game just for a second, because good things happen in the snow for the Patriots. That's what you said.
Good things happen in the snow. And I know that the weather people on WBZ have been saying it, but the last big snow winter we had was when we beat the Seahawks in Super Bowl 49. This was like we came back from Phoenix on that flight. Yeah. We were the ononly plane allowed to land at Logan Airport.
Are you serious?
The only one. Yeah. So I mean,
they closed Logan except for that one plane.
You're right. And they towed us into the hangar so we could get off the plane.
I remember that because I was stuck in Tempe and no one could get out till like 2 days afterwards. Because listen, even Minnesota, when they played the Super Bowl in Minnesota, that was horrendous weather in Minnesota for a couple of days. Yeah, I mean, listen, it's like the worst time of the year. That's why you'll never see another Super Bowl in anywhere other than a sunny area or with the dome.
And I got to be honest with you, because I've said for a long time, I will be honest here, that Denver would be a great place to play the Super Bowl.
And now?
No, my Lord.
I just came back from Denver. I'm saying no way. No way.
Okay.
I was there, and the game was right in front of me. At times you couldn't see it.
I told you this the other day. Like, and people use this phrase here when I moved here, and I was like, well, I've heard this when I lived in Colorado for 5 years. If you don't like the weather in Denver, give it 10 minutes, it'll change. And it absolutely did. And they did a whole little thing on CBS showing that it was changing.
Yeah.
Hey, I got to bring up Drake and his injury, okay? Because you saw him land on his shoulder, and all of a sudden, he's hurting a little bit. May not admit it all that much, but he's hurting. But no matter what, you see this guy playing in this game, correct?
As long as he's 98.6 and he's breathing, yeah, he'll play.
How much of a concern?
Well, I'll tell you what, Super Bowl 38, I had pulled my calf in the game, and I remember going, what the worst possible luck at the worst possible time. I didn't know if I was going to be able to play. We rehabbed it for the entire week, and suddenly it just it was doable. But I would say that under these circumstances, you would find any means necessary to play. Like, there's not going to be anything that you wouldn't go through, that you wouldn't do to play in this game, other than the concussions and stuff like that. But I know that that's something that they are really good at. And with modern medicine and the way the NFL rehabilitates people, what would usually take a normal person 2 months to heal, they can do it in a week.
Right.
Okay.